Though we meet again, Dream, I'd like to introduce you my hype beast, designer dog. Because why not? You can see my office today. Or can you? What are we doing today? What are we doing today? All right, Pop. You're good. You're good. Get back over there. Ah. Listen to the music we got today. Picked. Handpicked. By yours truly. Alright, let's get something a little more upbeat, you know? Ready? Where's it at? Come on. What's up, everyone? How's it going? How you doing? We got Big Matt on the screen right now. Oh, I'm in my Trinidad outfit today. Trinidad yellow. And we got Trinidad cigar. We got Arturo Fuente. We got a Raymond Alones. Auto zooms off. I had to do a bunch of changes. Oh, look at the gap between my arms. Come on, AI. What are you doing today? I thought you were supposed to take over copywriting. Maybe over here? Maybe, yeah, maybe. Maybe that's good. Okay, we're building funnels today. We are building the absolute fuck out of funnels today. We had a lot to do. We have to make a whole new offer funnel. And I'm going to do it live. I've been delaying this all day. I've had errands and stuff. I've been waiting for Amazon packages, taking up all my time, you know. Just being like, come on, Amazon, what are you guys doing? I even messaged support. I'm like, where's my package? It's been out for delivery for 5 days. I need my new Stream Deck. But here we are anyways. We're going to build an offer. We're going to build it bloody live. All right. Transition time. Galaxy, hit it. Oh, that's good. Fuck. We're pro today. All right. I should probably get the rest of my stuff up. Because why not? You know? I could make it rain. The blurring around. What can you do? I have a green screen. Eventually, I'm just going to green screen it. Because, like, what is that? What is it? Here. Maybe we can move some stuff around. What's it? You know? That'll work. It's a bit better. I just like spinning in my chair. You know? Saying what's up to the people. Alright, we'll make this screen big. We'll make this one bigger. We got lots of pixels to go around. So what offer are we rebuilding today? Good question. I don't fucking know. Just kidding. We're rebuilding. I'm going to see if I can do it in one live. Because you know what? I need to make money. There's lots of expense. I found a Galaxy shirt by Gucci. $2,200. Did I just get some WordPress hate? Yeah, WordPress, bro. WordPress is way better. If you use a funnel program, okay, so I have proven this. I've proven it. I compared my funnel to the affiliate network funnel. 1 versus 1, 300 to 500% better performing. Funnel programs suck. It's page speed, you lack control. WordPress Oxygen, it's pretty much like a funnel builder. It's so much more efficient. It just works, right? It works a lot better. Oh, we don't even need this mic. All right, here we go. Some examples of pages that I've made that have outperformed. So I've tested them, spent thousands of dollars. Yeah, but Figma, it can lig my balls. Yeah, no, it's like once I don't know why people don't do it. Like if you do it ClickFunnels, like, so this is the exact same page. I copied this page directly and just running it in WordPress. So the advantage is, like, there's tons of WordPress plugins. It's so much more efficient when it comes to just page speed and everything. I cut down at least like 50% page speed. It's really easy to set up. Like Oxygen in general, like let's take a gander. It's like a funnel builder, and you get to see it in all sizes and everything too. So like you can select elements, you can change it, you can work with everything. It's like I come from a web design background, and it's just so much better. Trust me on this one. So you can do all the views just like you would do, and do custom elements for all the different views. It works so much better. And then the advantage, like I don't even have to recreate these pages. Affiliates all come with pages. But for the sake of advertising and not getting hit with third party and all these other advertising rules, I do like a whole, it's like a collab. It's like North Face / Goose or by Gucci type deal, you know, where you basically make the publication the name of the actual, it's like the publication, and then it's like, here's the Parent Trends top products. Home Doctor is going to be a top product. I also own another blog called, well, it's publication called Age Trends. And that's just for your older folk out there, all the Peggies, all the Mildreds, you know? It's one of those ones. But honestly, I recreate this page. It doesn't take that long. I save the page, and then I just build it up in here. It's so much faster. I know there's more efficient stuff you could do, but honestly, if you're going to take it to that level, just make it a simple HTML page. It works so much better. And I can even, I'll show you the data for it. I've had it so like these pages that have like 7 purchases and still the normal funnel, 0 purchases. And also you can install stuff really easily, like an exit pop, so you can get emails and stuff like that, and just different code and everything. I just find for some reason the page works better. You also don't have the burden of all the traffic that's going to the main affiliate page, because a lot of them don't. Man, our music's going hard today. A lot of them, they don't have what it takes to properly load balance and everything. Like you can load balance, but during any kind of spikes or any attack on that page, like my page has even been attacked just because I made some affiliates mad by smashing them. Same kind of thing. So yeah, it's one of those things where like Webflow works good. ClickFunnels, I don't hate it. Use it to test an offer, but if you have an offer that's already proven, either build it out with like a WordPress or just pay someone to static HTML code it. Like some of the best affiliates I know literally make their shit in like Dreamweaver and just code up the HTML. And there's no way you could get faster because you're dropping all database calls, etc. Like there's no possible way. Of course, you have to get a bit more manual and browser support and everything like that, but you can honestly pay to have it done. But this method, you know, it's worked. Lifehack page, I even made a worse page in the actual Lifehack funnel. So check this out. I'll see if I can find it. What the funnel that I modeled for it. It was way better than mine. I'm getting all the CA results because socialism. Let's take a look. So let's see if they put it in here. No, this is kind of just their website, but it's basically an exact shit copy. So I got late. Look at how lazy I got on this. This right here, this is an image. I was like, nah, I don't want to code that up. So I just made it one big image. All this stuff like this right here. Oh no, I made this into not one. This is all an image right here. As you can see, it's all an image. And even with that laziness, it just outperformed the absolute shit out of it. And I think also you get away from stuff like domain punishment, because all the advertising networks, they know you're sending to a affiliate product, and they're charging you a tax for it. You're paying for that. It's like, what's the point of sending it to their domain when I can send it to mine? It still goes to their cart. So if like we take a look at let's do Kylo. I'll just go back, leave page, don't want to save it. So if I hit order now, it just goes directly to their page. So you can see it's Kylo-letsgetbreathing.com. Long story. It's because I have a domain with the affiliate, and it's for Lifehack, so they had it Let's Get Breathing. I've been meaning to have them change this, but when it's making money, you just don't want to change anything, right? It's like, why bother? So I'll probably do something like, just to start this one off. Oh, I gotta do some intros. We got my wife with us, Miss Tiffany, the putting up with Matt shit farmer. Sometimes she does, at least. And then we got also Patrick
Hello. What up, Stream?
I don't know if we here. Let me test my odds. Yeah, we may not have you on there. We may need a new. Let me let's get closer here. Capture. Oh no, we're good. We're good, kinda. We're gonna kill the music too. As much as I like the music, sometimes it's just, too much of a porno background. Where's my lighter? So yeah, basically, I'm gonna smoke cigars, make this offer, and do everything for this offer, and in the end, it's going to make a ton of money, and people still won't do it. They still won't do it, even though I'm giving them every bloody step for it, which is one of the most frustrating things. But we'll work on it. Kylo's also making lots of money already. I made like $300 or $500. I think 300 American and 500 Canadian yesterday off of it alone. Just advertising it on Facebook. That's all you need to do. And of course, I plan to advertise it on other networks too. We got the YouTubes. And we got TikTok, TikTok made me buy it. Yeah. That seems to be one of the best. One of the best hashtags you could do. It's funny because people are now, it's been such a advertised thing. So many people are using it that literally people are putting these affiliate products on there, and organically they're making money without even doing any kind of advertising. But it's like one of those trends where TikTok made me buy it, but it's really, I'm an affiliate making a bunch of money. Also, for the record, anyone watching, I know we don't get many tune in live, but lots of people tune in after the fact. Anyone needs help with TikTok, Michael Sanchez, definitely hit him up. Guy's an absolute legend. I hit him up for help on my TikTok as well. And on that note, I got a community guidelines break today because I was showing the life hack page, or I was showing the homepage of Parent Trends. Let's see. Oh, I gotta actually visit the site. Let's take a gander. And just because of this girl right here, this girl choking to death, they're like, "Oh, this is harm to minors," and I'm like, "No, she's just but it's a good point, and it wouldn't have been someone that picked it up, or it could have been some dickhole that just reported me for it. I believe that's the proper English term for them, but yeah. So because of this image, you got to really be careful of these this imagery. And even the ads that I run for it, kind of, it's like, like parental advisor or whatever, parental warning type deal or something like that. And I think that somewhat caught the AI of it, but I got it manually reviewed and then it went through. But I'm pretty sure when that happens, you get less reach overall. So I'll have to change it. Also, we can't forget about our sponsorships today. Sponsored by Monster Energy. Send my check. Come on, or send my cans. I'd just rather. Oh, it's horrible, but it's also delicious. Sugar-free. But yeah, it's as much as I started with web design. So web design is where I started, and I just hated it so much because I was the coder. So one of my good friends, we started up a business, Stylistics Design. We learned that naming something that is really hard to spell over the phone is a really awful idea. Do not name something that is hard to, because they're like, how do you spell it? We're like STYLISTICS design. It doesn't work. It's what, like, when you name a business name, just do something simple. Like, it's amazing, like, looking back and, doing all the domain stuff. I see a name like GoDaddy, and you name anything that now, and it's like, wow, that's not descriptive at all. But yeah, it's really easy to type, and it's really easy to remember. So it's actually a way better brand than Stylistic Design, even though, like, it sounds okay. And no one would know how to say it or spell it or anything. And it also became an issue for people emailing us because they couldn't properly spell it. Like, we can have the name reallyshittydesign.com, and that would have been easier and better probably, and we would have had less problems with it. But that's just one of those lessons you learn where you're like, okay, I was trying to be fancy. We're trying to be like, the Da Vinci of making a website. And back then, you got to learn all those lessons. But anyways, I hated website design. Hated it because back in the day, we had to hand code all of this stuff. Everything, absolutely everything. All my pages would rank for SEO, and I didn't really know much about the industry. And then I found out that these SEO bastards were making more money than I was. They're making monthly the amount that I made for actually making the website, and my way of coding like made them go crazy. I had somebody, shoot up the rankings, etc. It was bloody amazing. Um, so I was like, okay, that's kind of when I got into marketing, because I'm like, I don't want to sit and code my whole life. It was just like, it's frustrating, it's syntax, and it's not so bad now anymore because, like I said, everything is just kind of point and click. I don't have to code really anything. Of course, coding can give you an advantage. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. But for just like tracking scripts and stuff like that. So basically what I did, I duplicated the page. I'm probably going to zoom in a little bit on this just for all my visually impaired folk. But going in, so it creates a draft of it. I like to start with a draft of a page and then basically rebuild it. We're rebuilding this one right here, and I have it on the other side of my monitor. Makes it, pretty easy. I already went, and if you click on here and go save as for page, it's a good way to get the actual assets for it. So we've done that. We just go in, we're going to do an edit. And just basically change the title. New arm is coming. Don't worry. Amazon's slow on it though. Okay, so we're going to go home. And this actually doesn't show up. It's just more for SEO. So home doctor. And I'm classifying this as a parenting product because, like I said, I have lots of kid injuries in my life. Not because I injure them, but because they injure themselves. And then one of the things you want to do too is you want to change the URL for it. Like you want to make it something easy, like home-doctor. There's two ways to do it in the SEO world. It's like you could have a hyphen, which means it's like a phrase. But if you go home_doctor, that's technically seen as two words. So it'd be like home and doctor not related, versus this, it would come up for when someone typed home doctor versus home_doctor. But that stuff really doesn't matter too much. We're just making money with the ads. So yeah, we just set that up. I don't care about the SEO score at the top. Doesn't matter to me right now. We're going to publish. No one's going to go here yet anyways. But basically, after we do that, we edit it with Oxygen. And so it begins. So we basically want to make something similar that they've already created. Kind of looking at the page structure. It's very simple to look at. So like we have two columns here. We have a title. We have some more stuff done with the columns itself. Or we could have like separate modules and everything with it. Should be easy. Then we have all these red lines. And I do all the styling and stuff after the fact. So it kind of gets done in two parts. Like first part is you set up all the structure and everything that you need for it. Second part is like looking at the styling, setting up the mobile for it, making sure it looks good on mobile, making sure it's not too long, it's a good experience, and that we can get people to actually convert. So yeah, basically with this, we are going to, I think what we could do right here is, this is a good section for, actually, you know what? Screw it. The only thing I really wanted was this headline. I could have easily recreated it. So let's see if there's anything that is similar. Like if there's anything custom that I've already done for it, like a gallery. No, not really. So we could even view it this way, looking at the structure of it. So you can see all the different sections here. On the side, I believe we can see, yeah, okay. Just checking my stream to make sure. But the easy part is we can literally just go and see, this is the reusable part at the bottom. This section right here, not going to need it, not going to need it. So we could just go up and bam. This is how easy it is to delete all the hard work you did. No, we still have the other page ready to go. Oh, damn. So we went too far. Best part about this too, Control-Z works. You can undo. So I just hit the good old Control-Z. Bam, or Control-Z, depending on your country, area code, etc. Yeah, Control-Z works. In web design, I would have loved that. Well, on the coding side, you could do it, but just in general, that's typically something you don't get to do. So looking at this page, like I said, I have the advantage that I have it on the other monitor. Highly recommend if you're doing this. Even getting a different device to do it can help quite a bit. But different monitors are going to be even better just because you can copy and paste over from them. I'm not going to be using this title, but we're still going to use it as a placeholder. So we have all of our files that we downloaded from the site. So when I went to save as, it basically made a web page folder, and then inside that web page folder we have a ton of different assets for it. And of course, they didn't do the best SEO with them in general. I'm going to want to rename them. Doctor logo. Okay, so I'm just renaming a couple of them to go through it, but you know, this is how we start. All right, set your timers. Let's see how fast I can make an offer. We'll leave this because this is all one image. I'll just make another one with Photoshop. Show you how to do that. Bam. Okay, so what we do next is we just want to add. So you go add element and you add a section. So the section, this is where like you could select all your margins. You can move it up and down. So this is your margin from the top. Inside the section itself, what we're going to want is a title. Heading. There we go. And then for the heading, we get to pick the layout, and we could do center for the layout. And we're just going to copy what they previously had. I'm not going to worry about the color. I'm not going to worry about everything else. We're good. Should be fine to begin with. Next thing we're going to do is just add a placeholder beneath it. So after that, we can just add an image. We browse all of our images. You won't be able to see the browse image section, but just trust me, it's there. So we upload the image itself, 5 kilobytes, should be fine. This image is awful looking, but I'm just gonna use my measuring tool to measure the other page. So you could add this to your browser, just a good old little plugin for it. So it's 1088 by 614. So we'll go 1088 by 614. Oh, look at the quality of that view. And then, of course, at the same time, we'll want to do the layout, and we center it. So there we go. How close are we to this? Oh, it's because we're zoomed in on this one. It doesn't look the same. Maybe we'll zoom out a little bit just for the sake of accuracy. And yes, I know I say it wrong on purpose. Got to be accurate. Okay, so we do that. So for this section on the page, it's like a slight, if we look, okay, get out of here. If we look at the background color, we can see that doesn't look white to me. Because what's that? If that isn't, oh, here we go. So it's like some type of a gradient. I'm just copying the color code from it. What I want to do is just set the background color. So you can easily do that right here. Bam. The section is slightly different background color. Man, and even with the lights in my eyes, I can't tell. It's hardly anything, but we'll see if it makes a difference in the end. Like I said, I don't really do too much for the design. I just want to get all the elements in. So the next part we have to do, even though I could already see it, is get this image. So this isn't a column. It looks like a 1/3 column. So we created a section for it. Then you just go add, put the columns in. You select the size of the columns. So bam, right there. And in this column, we're just going to go add. And we're going to put our image in and browse for it. Upload and upload the image that we got from them. Which is so for the sake of SEO, I'm renaming these as we go. So you can see how I named it Home Doctor Book. That's something people are likely going to look at. I also look at this current template, or not template, but like system. It has auto image compression and like changes to proper formats, etc. But we should be fine for it. So let me just select the image here. Bam, image is in. Look at how similar that is. Oh, it's like I didn't even click off the page. So we got lots of text to add here. What we're going to do is we're not going to style it yet because we want all the text to have the same styling. So we're just going to add in some rich text because poor text is not my cup of tea. We want to be rich. Um, so let's see, on the way. Okay, here we go. So if there's no line breaks in it, usually like what should happen is if you do that, if you backspace and then enter, save and close. So if that doesn't work, you need to add this tag. Time for oh, you can do it probably on the visual too at the same time. So if I do this, if I go back to the top, enter, we're just learning live together, you know, enter text, it probably the same output. No, so it works a bit better there. We will want to find a font size for it. So you can find a font size just by right clicking and going to inspect, depending on your browser. Looking at the font size 24. Really? This is definitely made for the older demographic. So we can do font size right on this side, 24. And bam, it's a different font, so it's showing up. We'll just put it to the size that it properly fills the space, and it's almost equivalent to what it is on the other page. They're going to want us to do stuff like adding. So they have this bolded and this bolded, and then we have this as a different color. I said I wasn't going to do it, but then I did it. No, I'm not going to add coloring to it, but okay, there we go. We can see 23 is a little bit too big. But the thing is, I'm just doing this in vain. We're wasting valuable cigar smoking time. So, okay, after that section, the problem is what I do next is I just change the margins for this so it looks a bit more like the book itself. So you can see that's what we copied right here. Does it look the same? No. Does it look close? Close enough. Okay. We're going to worry about like the look of it after the fact. So what we need to do after that is I like to create another section for these points. It just makes it a bit more organized. Then inside the section, we have to add the heading, and we've already copied the text from here. We want to go layout, and I know I'm doing this really fast, but yeah, we got a lot of this stuff to go through. And of course, I'm going to be, making a program just specifically on teaching this where I talk about the fundamentals. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, which it helps that I have a web design background, but it's really not that hard to learn, especially if you know how to use click funnels. It should be good there. All right. So after that, I'll probably make it even another section. Because why not? So this one on the other page we can see is red. I don't care. Yeah, that's a small detail. And as our good friend always says,
I don't care.
Yep, exactly. All right, so we got the picture of the doctor, Dr. Mabel Neves. She seems to be pretty good. So these seem to go in chunks. You can see that it's like, okay, this is a third of a column, third of a column, third of a column. And we can change the column sizes if we really want to, but I'd rather have it line up anyways. So and of course we can fix it after the fact. So we already created our section down here. We add columns to it. Gorgeous. And 4060 is the type of columns we want to have. And then we add the lovely doctor's image in it. So of course we're going to name the image the proper thing before we make the files. So I'm just going to upload the actual image here into the system. You can see all our other files are still in there. So I'm just changing the name of the doctor on her actual file. You typically want to go with a standard too of how you name it, like where the capitals are, etc. It's honestly better not to have capitals, because what happens is some of, oops, I think that's the wrong image. One sec, let me just make sure. Yeah, it is. So we'll do image one of her. But some web servers have issues when you have different types of capitalization. So you don't want to get into that problem at all. And so basically here we added the image. Look, same image right here. We're going to copy the text right from here. We're going to put in rich text. So just add, we do rich text, Put it in. That's what she said. And we'll just save and close. Okay. That actually almost looks better than the original, because honestly, like this really big font, I will have to make it bigger, because you can't, Peggy needs to be able to read it. See, this one somewhat gets centered in the middle, so we could just do something as simple as that. Hey, look at the ease. We just pushed it down. It's good. And then, of course, like when we go into mobile view later on, we can do all the different pushing around and moving, but it's just simple, like myself, it is very simple.
There is a vertical align, just saying. Horizontal align item on the left. You can see it right now.
Left. Horizontal align. Where?
Or go to like advanced maybe.
Yeah, and then you go to layout.
I'm sorry, it's vertical align.
Where?
There is a way to do it. I know there is.
I know there's a way to do it.
I don't want to derail you too much on it.
No, it's not derailing. It's a good conversation, because when it comes to web design efficiencies, there's always a perfect code, And it's like, as long as what you're doing isn't actually like destroying what the the size of the page, or it's making it too complex, or not supporting multiple browsers and everything, it's always down to like simpler is better. Even if you look at the Facebook code, they define all the values as like A, B, C, D, E, F, because like every extra letter would probably mean like $1 million of data charges for them, because of how much the pixel actually gets fired. So we don't have to be. Did
you see it, by the way?
Here. Oh no,
it's
I didn't see it.
It's the div that controls the alignment of the children.
Oh, but guess what?
The vertical align item.
Oh, this one.
It's the
oh, you mean
section.
Like that?
It's the div on the left.
But look at that. Look at that.
Middle.
It's not the middle.
Then you added a little bit. You added some.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
all right.
You added
see,
your buffer on the top.
I'm always willing to learn more. Middle. Oh, see, it's gonna make it easier too when we go and we fix it for mobile.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So okay, now we have that section. Let's make the section absolutely gorgeous. And then we could just literally hit the duplicate. Bam! Look. We can have millions of these girls. I know we have 3 of them total. Like if we look, 3 total. So we have surgeons ready to surgery, and then we have her writing notes. So let's just grab the next text, copy. We're going to have to change this image because we can't have the same one. I'm just going to upload, select files, and I'm going to give it the same name, Dr. Maybell.
One minor tweak, maybe? The rounded edges they had. I don't know if you want to stick with that.
No, I'm not going to do that yet. I don't want to, like, if the problem is, like, it's all about GDP and with this kind of a game, if you know what I mean. Like, how much are you actually doing and getting done? And it's like, do the rounded edges make a difference? And it's if I were
rounded edges are a CSS property.
No, I know I know, but I just mean like if I were to run this without the rounded edges, like of course I'd number 1 be going to hell, for coding in vain, but it's like, it technically wouldn't make a difference. You probably wouldn't ever see a difference whatsoever, especially with the demographic, because everything's rounded because they're so bloody blind. No, I'm kidding, but it's it's a very small thing. This is one of the things, like the color and the font that they have. So if we look at it, like how they do, we have blood red, ironically, for everything like that, etc. And all these, like, I'm probably not going to add the triangle in. This is probably just done with CSS right here. And I'm going to probably just steal their code for doing it, or figure out an easy way to do it and put it in. But yeah, just an example of like, I don't like, especially, we hit the refresh button. We hit some button anyways. Yeah, I don't like going into too much detail to begin with, because it slows you down when it comes to, yeah. I think this one right here, this is probably a good, man, this, where has this one been all my life? Patrick Ward. With
Flash.
Yeah.
You'll notice it only middles when the picture is larger on the left, because...
because of the size that it makes for it. All right, so we do that. We look, we have the wrong image here. We upload the other one. So that's her writing her memoirs. Let's take a look. It's 26 kilobytes. I can make it smaller, and I'll make it smaller after the fact. We'll make it better. But yeah, and see, this is one of the things too where it's like, should I use the parent trend colors? Because I may need to change this reusable post at the bottom. Maybe not. But the next thing we want to do is we create a section. Oh, we duplicated a section. So Control Z. Oh, that was not Control Z, was it? Yep, that was Control Z. So we go add section. And this is the section where we're going to add. So this is a pivotal one right here, where all these are pretty much, they alter in size based on everything. So what we'll want to do is bloody Ozzy Osbourne there. Oh, I said what we'll bloody want to do is basically set the background color for it, and we're going to be copying this one a lot. So maybe even in this case, we don't want to fuck it up too much, but it's like in this section, what I'll add is some type of a heading. We could have it as an H1. You could choose a heading that you'll have for it. So I'm going to put it in H2 just because it's not good to have everything H1s. We're going to put it to the top, set a similar type of padding that they had on their side. We could actually see what the number is if we really wanted to. We're also going to take a look at what was the font size of this, because it's something that we're going to be making pretty similar. Font size 40 pixels, and that's relative to what font they're actually using. So just something to factor in there. So if we look, we'll get close to it. I don't want it too big. Another factor we're going to want is typography, line height. This is, see, if we make line height 2, line height 10, line height 1, line height 1's not good. We want a bit more. So we want it to be similar. See, they have it pretty close together, which is fine. Let's do 1.1 maybe. And then, of course, we'll do text color, white. Not that that's a color. Text shade it should be, but I'm not here to argue, okay? Then we'll want to do layout, center, and then layout, or no, it's a font option to make it like this. Na. So they have, if we look over here, and we'll figure this out after the fact, is we may need to change it up a little bit. Just to, you see how some are all, like, majority are bolded, but they have lots of different colors and everything in them, etc. See, the thing is, it may even be fast. It's like, you got to think of workflow, and every single time you click, it's one of those things where you're technically wasting time. So it's like maybe one of those things where it's like, maybe I should just make all the red bars right now and just go through the actual list itself, and then make sections in between them just for the sake of speed, since we're already dealing with it right now. See, there is ways for us to, so let me just click into here. Like, you can bold and unbold stuff. See, they have, for example, this part is unbolded on their version. So we could be like, unbold, italicize, bam. See? Easy. We'll have to see how to change color and everything else like that. It may not be good that I did that just because I have to copy these so many times, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So the next one, we got 10 medical supplies you need to have in your house. Bam. Done. Does it look similar? You tell me, Judge. Does it look similar? Very similar. Very, 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 very similar. So we're good there. We just keep duplicating. I'm scrolling down on my other monitor. Like I said, we'll worry about the style after the fact. Let's see how fast we can do this. Just because, yeah, we want to get this done. And some of them have different spacing and stuff too at the same time. But we can just literally go duplicate. I don't know why that one didn't have much padding on it. Oh, it's because we did it. Undo.
Whoops.
Undo. We did the same section. Like, noobs. Don't be like me. Do it right. So, or don't. Okay, sometimes the clickery of this can be a pain. But whatever. Price we pay. Price we pay to make money, Bam. Only 4 antibiotics. Okay, so we did that. We duplicate more. You know what? We could do this all day. This is how big this landing page is. Like, we gotta make
It's a monster.
sections. Yeah, it's an absolute. And thank you, Adobe Cloud, for updating my software. Bam. Okay, then we get this one. And believe it or not, we duplicate it again. Bam. We're going to take this one to the Old Town Road. Okay, so this one technically had a line break here. Oh, that's why. I was like, how dare you mess with my line height? But we're good.
There's a control enter and an enter, by the way. Different sizes of
Yeah.
enters.
No, and we won't fully get into that. See, the thing is, even if it's not exactly the same, it's not going to have that big of a difference in conversion. Okay, let's go here. Man, this is a big one right here. Bum, 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 bum. Like the size of page that we're going to be making right now and how fast we're going to make it, it's going to blow people's minds. I'm legit going to be able to get this done in a single live, and it's like we have an offer ready to go at this point. How long does it take me to make ads? 37 seconds, if that. No, it takes a bit longer than that. But it's something I can guide you through really easy. And a lot of these products, they give you the ads to begin with. So when you can't visit a dentist, bam. We're just gonna go from here. Bam. Okay. This is never ending. How to remove an ingrown toenail. That's a good one. People watch that on YouTube just for their own jollies. Oh. Man, that undo in this. Like, where's your undo? ClickFunnels. Actually, I think ClickFunnels does have an undo. Pat, are you aware of any undo?
They have like a whole revision history, so I'm
They
pretty sure
do,
have
but
an
isn't
undo.
that only if you save it or no?
I actually don't edit in ClickFunnels as much as I can
That's my
help.
boy. Fuck ClickFunnels.
Yeah.
I'm just joking, Russell. You guys are awesome. John Parks, you're watching. You're a G. And man,
Well, they
I'm sorry.
have the ClickFunnels 2.0. Isn't something like that coming out, or did it?
Yeah,
already come out?
ClickFunnels 2.0 came out, but you know, it inherently gets plagued with the same problems of all the landing page builders. Is they're just not that efficient, and you don't have the full control. So if anything changes with the marketing meta, or like if I want to use my advantage of tech in some kind of way, I'm just, you know, you have a limitation for it. Being able to access my own server and everything else too at the same time, extremely value, especially with stuff like conversion API. As much as I like doing it through an Amazon instance, I don't like doing it through an Amazon instance. And it's actually quite expensive too once you start running enough traffic. Remember how much we had to pay for that? It wasn't nothing. Like, it wasn't Hyros expensive.
Yeah, it's like $60 a month for a large instance, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay, we're just about getting to the end of these bloody things. My God, this is how many sections we have to do. We're gonna need bigger cigars, I think. Okay.
Yeah, but
Oops.
you made it look easy.
Yeah, no, it's just because it is easy. I should do a time lapse of me doing the entire thing, and make a TikTok of it. I think that would be sweet because it's really not going to take that long, and you can see me just absolutely machine gunning this stuff through. And even if it wasn't a time lapse, it really wouldn't take that long. I've been kind of delaying this all day just because, for one, I kept spilling stuff on my shirt and having to clean it, and I wanted to do the good old Trinidaddy today. Okay, so now we're past all the content. We're on the very last one. Thank your local senators. Bam. No, we actually got a
these are all
copy.
still have to be stylized.
Yeah, they all have to be
Italics.
stylized, but like minimal. Let's take a look at what we did. We copied all of these, so you can see that some of them Or here, I could actually point over there. That's some of
I
them.
actually like your font a lot better too. If I
Yeah, I do
I
too.
don't know if
It
you're
may
gonna
be
change
just
it.
a bias of me believing I'm better. No, I'm kidding. But, you know, you can see what's the main thing that they've done. Congratulations. You guys have officially made it yellow on red, which I don't know how I feel about that.
Talk to McDonald's about that one.
That's true. But, you know, we'll see. So we got lots more to go through when it comes to like, okay, now we got to put content in it. But really, realistically, we just need all these images. We need to put the font in. We need to see what kind of yeah, what we need to do for it. Oh, I like how we have a side view. And sometimes if the images didn't download to your folder, which a lot of the times they don't properly, or they'll do like a small preview for no apparent reason, is I'll just click, you can't see the folder, but you can pick it up for all you Windows users and click and drag it. And of course they're all named unnamed. Let's inspect this. What have you guys done to this? Oh, they have this on a Google Cloud right now. Well, I'm sorry. Despite your Google clouding, I got you. I'm going to outperform you easily. Okay.
Yeah, you can see the Builder 3 maybe is the data image of.
Yeah. Builder 3. Which is... We're not going to swear on stream. I actually have to make this stream at some point a little more PG. Just for the sake of reach. For a little bit. We'll go back. Once we have an audience, fuck it. You know? But yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. But yeah, just in general. So we basically made a lot of the web page already. We're just going to add all these sections in. So I'll just click on this section and then I go bam, add section. We have congratulations. We're back. We are back. And the thing is too, we can basically like all the similar sections, we can just duplicate them and slide them around like we're playing Call of Duty, you know? Press the C button, slide. It's an internal joke. But okay. Anywho, we're going to name our stuff better than Builder. I just have to work on my size for this. Beautiful. What have you done? Okay, so that's going to go here. We're not going to put anything there. Sorry, I'm just working on my sizing for everything so we can properly... Or more... Oh, it says ending under... Don't look! Don't look! We have slight errors. Okay, so... Yeah, we basically have to rebuild this page now, so we'll start with this section. On my other monitor, I'll put it up right beside it. Let's see. And this is like... Yeah, more pixels, more money, for sure. Hate to say it, but it's like such a nerdy thing to brag about. All the bits is like more pixels. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to add the image in, and we're just going to basically template this. Browse, upload, select. Currently it's unnamed home, doctor, book 2. Yeah, we're going to absolutely crush on SEO for this. See, I didn't offer, so this is a fun story. I didn't offer I completely forgot about, but because I built it this way over the year, so I tried it out, it didn't work. Some offers don't work. Magical. Like, not everything works in life as much as you want it to. You got to work for stuff, you know. It's not, you can't always trap lightning in a bottle. So I completely forgot about it. The arbitrage didn't work for it, and I'm actually going to go back and advertise it and put it live on this channel. But yeah, basically I left it, I went back, I logged in to the affiliate network, found out I made over the year $1,000 free dollars, zero advertising behind that $1,000 that I made, and it's most of the sales were recently too, so it's ranking even better. So the more people promote it, the more money I make just naturally. It's bloody unbelievable. So yeah, moral of the story is, you know, take a little bit extra time, name stuff correctly. And it's not like I'm doing anything crazy here. Get the SEO rank, and it's really easy to outrank the homepage, especially as you start running lots of ads and everything else. But even without that, it's not needed. So, okay, here we're going to add in the rich text. You know, like I said, that's what we want to be. Visual, we're going to paste it in. Okay. We're going to control G that one. So I mistakenly selected a bit too much there. All right, this is where that whole thing. Look at our side. We're really starting to build this out. All right, get out of here. Get out of here, gypsies. Okay, so we're on about here. So I'm just going to collapse down these, not for my sake, but for the viewer's sake, so you guys can kind of understand what's going on with all the sections we created here. Exact same as the funnel builder, even better than some. Like if you guys ever used Unbounced, sorry to hear that. Yeah. Okay, so looking at the other page, I'll do it on this one, just so we can take a look. What was the font size? Inspect. So we look, font size 24. So it's similar. I want to, let me close these other tabs. These just get in the way. Why'd I still have them there? Okay, so we can see this is 21, 21, 22. So here's our first problem. Always make stuff uniform. Like if you want good design, just make all your spacing the same, all your font sizes the same, all your colors the same. Like there's so much that actually, there's so much that goes into looks of just like it being uniform. Okay, so we got that. We select the div and we put it in the middle. And why you look, does it look like the middle to you?
Yeah, it's the middle.
You know what? I'll take your word for it, but you better not be lying to me.
Does it look, what do you mean? Explain it. Like, what is it? What looks off?
I don't know. It feels like there's too much from the top, but I guess not. Okay, so what we want to do too is fix the spacing that we have, and this could be a bit of the problem too. We want it to be a similar spacing on the top and bottom. Not exact, doesn't have to be perfect. And we can always go around and work with these margins after the fact. So if I unhighlight it, it's usually the best way of doing it. So it's like, okay, we compare this one to this one. It's a bloody same thing. All right, the next one we can't really use, but the one after that we can. When it comes to like, okay, this one. So this template right here that we have, we can just hit duplicate on it. And then for the section itself, we just know we have to move it down 2 sections.
Would you consider finding like a new stock image sometimes? Or
not
no?
at first. I like to have it because I actually compete them against each other at the beginning. So I want to have as close as I can to what the actual is, if you know what I mean.
Also, if you click on the image and go to advanced, can you not do rounded corners? Just wondering.
Yeah, I could, but
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So for this one, I just called it Home Doctor Blackout. Because that's what home doctors like to do. Blackout. No. Just push it in right here. As you can see, 26 kilobytes. The name Home Doctor Blackout. Select. Okay, this is exactly what it looks like on the other page. So we skip this one right here. We can add. Okay, so we will duplicate this. And then we'll push it up on that side. Nope, not high enough. Too high. All right, so we're good right there. We do have something that's going to be going above this though. So in this case, I'll probably just add another section. I'll put the section above it, and then it looks like it's just normal font that gets added in here, like normal text. So we'll go like this, save. It does, so we want to give it the proper font size. And then we want to fix the absolute fuckery of margins that it adds to it. Way too much. Come on, guys. So we got that. Oh, it sounds like a Tesla's been backing up for like 37 miles. It's weird how they make a ghost sound when they back up. Woo, 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 woo. You know? Home, doctor, medical supplies. Okay, so we just see so what I do is I look at the title and everything and make sure it goes all together. So if you look at what I name this one, you can't see it until I put it in, select. That's what she said. Yeah, basically, so I named this home-doctor-medical-supplies because, you know, it's that could get some more general searches too at the same time, which is pretty easy. So how far have we made it? How many scrolls have we got? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 scrolls out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got a lot of scrolls to go. But that's fine. We're just basically we've only been doing this for how long? 55 minutes, and there's a lot of me just being stupid. So we got to recharge a little. Come on. Okay, for this one, I'll look at the next one that we got coming. So this is kind of another custom one, too, but we can still work with all this. So what we're gonna do, create a copy of our template, scroll down a little bit, push it down right here, get down, home, doctor, book, example. So home doctor book example. And I'm just thinking of stuff that people are literally going to be searching for at this point. So we find the image. I go open, 44 kilobytes. We could definitely optimize this a lot more. So we add the text, save, done that. And then we have another one where it's like this section is probably going to be useful to copy for it. And the thing is, you could also grab the sections here and move them down, but sometimes you send yourself like way down the page, like it does a super scroll deluxe, and you don't always want that. So then basically we have some more text that goes in here because I did it as wealthy text. We go bam, and this is how it basically looks. Let's compare it to the original. Same thing. It's the same thing. What happens when you take expired? Of course, we also do have to do our policy changes in here and everything, just to make sure we're as ethical as we can humanly be, because I do believe. Okay, so we got an image that's. So this is a good one. What to do with expired medication? So we update the image, upload. I just need to soundboard myself saying all this stuff and just press, because it's like you just repeat doing the same stuff. And it's like, you know, it's saying Trailer Park Boys. It's not rocket appliances. It's easy. Bam. Save and close. We're good. And then we have one that's going to need a copy of this right here. So we do the copy. We go in, we edit, we paste. Sorry, I'm also, do yourself a favor, become really good at copying and pasting. You know, that Control-C, Control-V, bam, 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 lightning. Or just make yourself like a macro keyboard with it or whatever it takes. Okay, the next one, we don't have any images for. You know, maybe we should add an image, but that's not something I'm going to test yet. Step 1, create a copy of the page. A copy. A close copy. You know, not like your crazy copy or anything like that. I'm not talking about like copy, like what marketers write, that AI is going to replace. Even though it's not AI, it's machine learning. You guys stop calling it that. If it was AI, it wouldn't be working for you. You'd be working for it. End of rant. Okay, next one. We got another image of, I don't even know what these, I think these are like dandelions. Let's go herbal medical plant. Ha. And what's it for? Painkiller. Painkiller. Painkiller already. Okay, so we got one where we're just going to copy this. Copy. Oh, we got to go. One more. Right down. Get down there. Upload, select. Same image. Let's see how big it is. 35 kilobytes. I can make it smaller. We'll make it smaller. We'll make it better. But it's a good one. Paste. Oh, you can see I copied too much there. I copied the image too. Okay, Tabernacle. Come on, guys. Let's not do this to me. I'm live right now. It's embarrassing. Okay, there we go. Another one done. What's... I'm going to call this stock file prescription. I'm not going to add the word drugs to it. Because, like... Yes. So we'll go 3, 2... okay, so this is pretty much just a carbon copy of this one, this section. We do it, we browse, we upload, and we use this image, and then we use the copy that they provide. Copy. See, now we're at the point where even their web developer got lazy, and they're just using the same ones. Okay, so now we're using another section like this. We create the copy. We're going to do it the other way now. We just click and drag it down the page. Come on. Come on. Come on, Peggy. If you can't get all the way down, you just stop there and then take it down again. And bam. Okay, that one's done. Oh, the next one, also without an image. Easy. Take the section, pull it down, copy, paste, save and close. There we go. Another one done. Oh, we still got more. Thank goodness, we still got more. All right, for this one, we got to go pretty far down. So we'll put it right. I believe it goes here. Let's scroll down. Nope, not far enough, Matt. What are you doing? Okay, so we got another book example. So I'll call it book example 2 because I'm creative like that. We go through, we browse, upload. You know, so many people ask me, they're like, "Oh, Matt, we should just talk and you can tell me what to do and everything." And it's like, man, I'm giving this stuff away. Like, this is exactly what you have to do. There's no additional, like, crazy amounts of teaching to it. This is what I do. Like, literally everything I'm doing for this offer, I'm going to put it online. I'm going to make money. You could copy it exactly. Exactly. You could just like, follow exactly what I do without the cigars and degeneracy, like energy drinks. And you'd make the same amount of money, unless you probably make more because your advertising rating is probably better than mine because I've been using it for 12 years and I'm sure it's got some dings on it. Oh yes, for the ASMR. Okay, next one we got herbal skin injury. So we're going to do everything all at once here. We duplicate it. We pull it down. It's almost going to suck when I get to the stuff where I can't just copy it. You know what I mean? Oh, we have an issue where it's all highlighted right now. Control A, click away, click away, click, click. Okay, so we're going to learn a lesson here too about the importance of saving while you're doing this, because technically, if this were to crash right now, like if my computer just were to shut down, you know who would be screwed? I would. So you hit save changes. Yes, please hit save. If you made it this far, for the love of God, hit save changes. So we're just going to exit out. Just in case, right? Exit out, go back in. Pray, please, don't lose anything. We're not going to lose anything. That's how confident I am. This isn't ClickFunnels. Okay, we're good. So now we have everything we copied over here. When you have weird stuff like that happen, save. And go from there. See the text side of it? What is going on with this? Okay, we're going to copy. We're going to paste without formatting. Save and close. It'll still be fast. Trust me. I'm a doctor. Hashtag not a doctor. Herbal remedy. Internal inflammation. Beautiful. Okay, so we're done that one. We copy it because we get to do that. We live that privileged life. And we already have the new image ready to go. We hit upload. And of course, you're not going to do this as fast as I am. But even if you do it at the 10th of the speed, you know, spend a weekend. Get it done. You'll learn. Like the trick, what you learn from doing this is insanely valuable. Just for any kind of skills you have, anything you do. It's amazing how many dumb things I've learned. And this isn't a dumb thing, but even just dumb things I've learned. Where later on in life, I'm like, oh, damn. Damn, I actually used that. I can't believe that became useful. And this is why I have to keep washing shit off my shirt. Because I keep dropping burning charcoal on me. Not charcoal, but yeah. So, all right. Fuck off. Okay. Select the image. Save and close. Easy. Next, but hey, I use this exact image on a different page for a different offer. Just you guys wait. If you can name the offer, you don't win anything, but I'll give you mad respect. Message me. What offer did I use this image on? Yeah, let's see. Doctor. Oh, yeah, home. Okay. So get ready for it. My list of images are getting really big right now. Man, look at how much we've done so far. Don't buy that top image. I'm going to fix it. Make it better. Like I said, this is round one just to get everything on the page. And then we finesse. Okay, so we need another section here. The same one. We're going to click and drag the image over. Rename it. Anti. Let's go herbal. Home. Anti. See, one of the good things about this stuff too is there's so much search volume around like home antibiotic ointment. Just because, you know, people get desperate. Maybe they can't go to the doctors. Maybe it's too far or anything like that. And they search for stuff like that. And if they get this book, guess what? They instantly get access to the information. So maybe they have the stuff to make it. Maybe not. But yeah. Okay. Same thing. Bam. We hit save. You what? Oh, it's because we're on text. So we go bam. Whoa, 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 whoa. We just about hit a bad button there. Also, reminder, the importance of saving. We'll save after this one. Let's build in good habits. Okay, so the reason why I'm building it myself is there's a couple reasons for it. One is Facebook policy. You're not allowed to be a third party. So I can't pretend to be the home doctor. I can't pretend to be these guys and make a home doctor page or anything like that. That goes against complete policy. But I can make it as a publication where it's like Parent Trends by Home Doctor, where it's a Parent Trend recommended product. So there's a policy reason for it. There's a performance reason for it. Because I'm also able to edit this page and test stuff and do everything else. So like as a marketer, you should be testing a lot. Oh, I mean like design. Well, honestly, the reason why is I'm just trying to teach people how to do it. I have people that could do this for me. I could pay for it. I could pay for a lot of these. I have connections to do it. And I will provide like a service for people where they can just pay for it. But I just want to be completely the only one in the industry that doesn't just make money teaching people how to sell their course. Like I want to do every single step, teach people how to do it because the skills are worth a lot. In general, like the skills are very good. They understand kind of how everything works, the marketing. But I want to just be completely transparent, launch a bunch of offers, make money from it, show exactly what I do for it, do it reasonable, and just be like, see, if you did this exact same thing, you're automatically making money. So like I could outsource the rest of it, but then, just the live of me yelling at the camera um isn't going to be as good. And yeah, I want to have this control. I want to try different stuff. Um and I don't mind doing it. I don't have to wait like whatever a week for them to do it, etc. Of course, with these offers, I was doing just an offer every single day. I also want to get a bit better at Oxygen so I understand it more and can teach it a bit better. But it's kind of like I could never do live. Yeah, see, the profanities are nonstop. Yeah, it doesn't always work out. It's like, oh well, we'll fix it next time. That's why we're not doing all the detailed stuff yet. But yeah, it's kind of just like it's a way of being fully transparent. So when I call out all these cunts in the industry, which they are, who make up methods that it's like it doesn't work or whatever, it's like, here's my proof. I'd love to just show people how to do it, how you can do it yourself and not have to invest money too, or find, well, as you probably know, I saw your Chrome extension. Developers, it sucks finding developers and good developers, and you don't always have access to them. And as much as I could provide that and I could upcharge it, like them learning how to do this would let them do other products a lot easier too at the same time, and just it costs less money. And you should understand it, because then it goes into like, okay, how do we make this better? How do we test? How do we add like some cool scripts to it and everything else, where I could teach them how to make a full publication, how to make these landing pages, how to make the ads and everything else. And probably at the same time, I'll sell the service. I'll sell it, be like, hey, if you don't want to make the landing page, here's a connection for it and I get a percentage, or blah blah blah, and it'll be a lot easier. But for the whole do it yourself, I just want to have everything covered. Yeah, well, the whole problem too, you hire developers and to do anything, and the problem is they're the business, and if they leave, the whole thing's gone. Because like to pay somebody, like to hire a second developer is always the hardest thing a company ever does, because they have to learn what the previous developer did, or like what the other current developer did, and like their coding style and everything else. And it's like, yeah, it's like if I were to make some like complex, Lego thing. You don't even know why some sections are there. It's very hard. So like on the developer side, I don't want that point where people can fail, because you can get really bad developers, or maybe the site's broken, or they may not even know what to look for, and everything else. Like as much as I can outsource these and make money, I'll just do them. It's really like it's a first world thing. I'm unemployed. I just make money on affiliate. I don't really have to I have time for this. And if it only takes me 2 hours to make it, and then at the same time I can teach people how to do it, and it's a whole lesson on here's how you make a landing page that will absolutely smash anything you make on ClickFunnels. It's a lot better. Oh no. Yeah. Man, the amount of developer stories, like I would love to do a SaaS. I'm so good with all that and everything, but I'd have to learn coding, and I'd have to do bloody everything for it, and I'd have to understand it. And then you just have like people that you're telling them how to code and stuff, and it's like, why did I do it in the end? Where coding's really hard. And that's why I have, Patrick. In general, you have to have someone you could trust too, someone from countries that don't get taken over by other countries. And and everything else, where it's like, yeah, that it all makes a big difference. But I think this is a good skill to have for people. It's definitely, it's course filler too. At the same time, there's a reason why I'm doing it. Like it's especially like as competition grows in this whole market and the whole affiliate thing, is like your advantages are what you have to really jump on. And all these agency owners and affiliates, they just got into it and they're like, oh yeah, whatever. They just click and they put stuff online that worked. But 14.5 came, And it basically made it so like everything has to be a lot better. You have to have a good offer. Everything has to be kind of like your, instead of a 5 out of 10, it has to be an 8 out of 10 on every single level for it. So even though this, like this technically it's 100% conversion advantage, which works out to say like a 20% advantage over other people. And that advantage is required because it's like you really have to get those advantages everywhere that you could do it. And I know this will, this will work for them. And in the end, like if you learn how to do something like this, if I teach people how to do this, at the same time, I can provide them the opportunity where it's like, hey, did you enjoy that? Do you like making these pages? Because I have other people who want to pay for them. And if it takes me 2 hours and I can make $200, like how many people would kill for that just in their spare time to like pay a phone bill or whatever. And you can charge a lot more for that. And like, of course, like I said, not all these offers will work. Some of them may fail and you're not really in control of that. It's the market that's in control of it. But transparent. I want to go through everything. It's for a policy reason why I have to build it as my page, why I have to recreate it. Affiliates don't always like the affiliate managers. They don't always like it, but I let them know that like it's done out of good intent. I'm not trying to do something sketchy and send them to the cart or cookie stuff or anything like that. There's nothing black hat with it. It also gives me the opportunity to do stuff like an exit pop and be like, hey, sign up to the parents trend email list. And then I could actually gain everything. Yeah. No, that's awesome. And I did find a couple Chrome errors where it keeps saying that I uninstalled the Chrome plugin, and I'm like, fuck off. No, I didn't. But it works really well. Like it was working. I wasn't even asking it to work. I was just clicking around TikTok and it was working beautifully. So trust me, I've already used it an absolute ton, even for my own stuff, for other people's stuff. I think you're gonna do absolutely. Yeah, SaaS, it's a great model. It's a great model to exit too if you're looking to sell it, if you're looking to make something that builds equity, if you're looking to have something that builds like, yeah, just your monthly retainers and stuff. You do have to fight churn. But I think it's like the whole thing is too, it's like then you can use a course to push the SaaS. It's like really successful SaaS can have info products behind it, or even you make like a free disruption course. Be like, fuck you, Rachel Peterson or whatever her name is, and just be like, I'm gonna release all this info free and then make my money off the SaaS. It's like the ClickFunnels model. Russell Brunson has a high ticket offer and he just backs it with the SaaS, and that's where he makes his money. Yeah. No, the exit and acquired, like, because that and those kind of plugins are worth so much. Because, like, think of what the coupon plugins are worth. Like, and I'm sure there's no way you're just like, oh, maybe I'll make a Chrome extension. But just how often you're able to like track people and do other stuff, and like it's access to their browser and people use it. Those tools are worth a lot. They're worth a lot to the companies that make a lot of money, even like your Wicked report. So you're like there's tons of possible exits to it. So no, I think SaaS model is really good. I know tons of people who have done an exit for it. Alex Becker went public with his SaaS, which is fucking ridiculous. Hyros, even though I don't think it's worth the money by any means, because it's just too expensive compared to something like Wicked Reports. It's not that, it's not that special. But he sells it really well, and it makes him money, and it's what he does best. I don't hate on anybody that gets success in any way. I'm all for people being successful. So no, I think it's a good play on your end, and as you probably know too, just doing all the consulting that you do, um, it's kind of shit. It is shit, and it's so expensive. If you have margins, you're just fucked because you're paying everything in margin. But no, it's a good model for you because like the consulting model and like the service model, being an agency owner previously, you know how it sucks. It's time. Yeah, all your time gets taken up. When versus something like an extension, you just build up the users for it. You get people marketing it. Once that back end really builds up, those users are worth a lot. You're collecting emails too at the same time. You could always do like a free version with limited capabilities, and then you're collecting a massive list of 600,000 people who want to be good at TikTok, and that has extreme value for companies too. So yeah. No, I definitely think it's the right move. It's good software. The only thing that stops me from SaaS right now is just dealing with the bloody developers. Like the only good developer I know is, he's here, Patrick. And I just have you, I just have you problem solve all the time for it, because it's like you kind of just need one that you could really trust.
Yeah, it's a mutually enjoyable experience.
Well, no, that's it. And you know what I mean? And it's not, and you're not like doing it for 30 other companies and really don't give a shit about mine, or, a lot of those programmers, they just, they'll, if they make more, especially in the countries that they're from, if they double their income, it's like, their life changes drastically for it. So if you think that they're like, oh no, I got good developers, they're with me till the end. Yeah, let's see what happens when a company goes to them and poaches them, because they always try to do it. Um, and it sucks. So that's really the hard part for it. But it's like, if you could, and so many people want to get into SaaS and they don't understand programming, so they can look at it. It's all magic. Like, there's the amount of people that were using this one shit company we used to advertise for, and fuck you guys if you're listening, Josiah or whatever your name is. They used to charge like 150K for an app, like a phone app. And it wasn't that good. They eventually went bankrupt and got sued and everything else. And basically, yeah, they worked with a lawyer. And I have a rule to never have clients that are lawyers, because they love to litigate, and they got litigated against really hard, and they couldn't afford to pay it. And yeah, it was definitely a nightmare there. So it's like, in the SaaS world, if you're willing to embrace it, kind of learn, just like on your side. So, if something's being done right, you understand good software, you kind of have that knowledge for it. But too many people are trying to take SaaS and just be like, I heard SaaS was big, I want to do a program that's like the eBay of Craigslist, but for baseball tickets for little leagues games. And it's like, okay. It's doomed from the bloody concept. But yeah, I do like the model. I just can't get into it. I just, programming and on my side, and just like everything else, I will have lots of people that I will have program this kind of stuff for, because this kind of programming, like making a web page, very, very modular. Like, that's the advantage to it. You can do it in a very modular, like, you don't need them to handle one massive, like, 10 terabyte program or whatever it turns out to be, or whatever 10,000 line program. It's like, they go in, they make the site. If they don't make the site, I have somebody else make the site, and it's not my problem anymore. Like, it's you could do something like that. So I don't mind doing it. But yeah, on my end, it's just, I'm proof of concept right now. I want to have all the proof. I already make significant money with it. Like, I don't even need to do this. A lot of this stuff is just completely free. But I like teaching. This is my bread and butter. I got to do something at some point. So this is really what it went into. And then I'll work on something that's kind of the more scalable and time model. It's just tick audit right now. Still got some changes, but trying to do a minimal landing page website. Yeah, use Oxygen for it, trust me. Unless you got some kind of crazy backend for it. Talk audit. No, I like the whole idea. Like, all the products, and man, the assets that you make, those are awesome. You definitely, I'm not sure if you have a graphic designer that or if you're just insanely good at graphic design, but man, everything you put out for like slides, I don't get it. I'm the least graphical person. I use like Logic to make graphic design. It's just you. Yeah. No, I could tell. Like, we had it especially with ad buyers at GrowRev. There's two types. There's the logical ad buyers and the creative ad buyers. And just from what you do on talk, I can tell your creative mind probably more than a logical mind. But you kind of understand that. It's like the introverts that could also be extroverts. They may get their power when they're by themselves, but they can still do extrovert stuff. But yeah, because no, that's a good skill to have. See, I just married into graphic design. My wife's able to do good graphic design. So sometimes, when I feel like getting yelled at, making her pissed off, I'm like, honey, can you do some graphics? Neurodivergent, trying to build more towards being focused. Man, I know, right? It's like, there's so many different things you gotta master in life in general. It's crazy where it's like, you could be an amazing, it's like even Elon Musk, it's like the stuff that he mastered, where he was an introvert, but he's a genius. So he became really good at being an extrovert too at the same time. And just like in everything else there. So no, it's interesting. See, like half the battle, honestly, is just having the self-awareness to see this stuff in yourself, like understand what your weaknesses are and where you're strong and everything else. And just like understanding too what you don't like, what you like. Like for me, I tried to take on another agency client. Not agency, but just help out like a nonprofit and stuff. And I realized that I am so bitter to, even though I'm great at meetings, I could do meetings for days and I'll absolutely smash them. I never want to do another meeting again. I fucking hate it. I just can't. Service-based business. I know I don't like. I'd rather take the hard route. It's like, Matt, you could climb this mountain, get shot at, or you can take a meeting. Right now, I'm climbing that mountain.
And you're pretty good at meetings too.
No,
I don't mean to toot your horn,
I've
but-
really learned. Like I've learned from some of the best, in my opinion, in the world, and just really like modeled them and stuff. It's just you get a bad taste and everything, and it's still just the whole service thing, and I also understand the inefficiencies of meetings. Of like, I was in a meeting every day for like 4 days straight, and I'm just like, why are we here? You know, you're just shooting the shit and everything else. It's like, I told you what to do. What now? Why are we still sitting here? Go. Be free. Do what you need to do. You know, we're just sitting here and shooting the shit and etc. when I can be whatever, you know. But no, it's more of just like a bitterness, etc. And it's nothing against them. I love the people that I was with and everything like that. They're absolute legends. It's just like, yeah, after everything, I'm really just going for lifestyle design right now. And it's like I always ask myself, social share. Yeah, there's like little stuff like that social sharing, man, you got to update those. But yeah, I'm just like right now it's the money doesn't matter anymore. It's lifestyle design, you know, having impact. I want my kids to be proud of what I do, not just like, "Oh, daddy helped this guru make an extra $300 million this year." You know, he was a great man. He helped the world so much. And I just think of like, if I had $1 trillion, of course, you know, private jets, partying, etc. But all that's going to eventually get bored. What would I do? What would I want to do? And it's teach in the end. You know, it's teach. I don't mind being like the entertainment side or anything like that. You know, just doing the stuff that I personally think is funny. I don't care. I have no limit. Half my Grorev meetings would technically get me canceled. That I wouldn't be say just the most ridiculous things for my own humor. But yeah, it's like the teaching, and that's what I really got from the agency too at the same time. Is like I taught people who'd never advertised ever before, aka Patrick, who we're talking to right now, from that to spending literally hundreds of thousands of dollars per month and understanding it and being able to use their own skills and everything and in order to do it. And like seeing people grow like that and providing them something that I truly believe in, like that makes me feel way better than like, oh, this guru is so much more rich now. You know, now when he divorces his wife, she'll get more and he'll get more because they'll split it in half and it'll be a bigger sum. But yeah, also being a perfectionist is always bad. No, not fully. I think it's a profitable, like the downside is to not doing it is there's a good exit for it. But what happens is too, and what I think about a lot is if the agency went to 100 employees, when would we have the conversation being like, hey, let's give Matt some more time? When over COVID, I advertised an affiliate product and I literally made over $1 million profit from it. And I spent like 5 minutes a day. It didn't take anything. And it was like, you know, the first month I made, or it was like 3 months in, I made in a single month like $140,000 profit from it. $6,000 a day just rolling in. And it broke my brain because like I wasn't doing anything for it. And I'm like, man, imagine if I had a life where I didn't, you know, where I could just in the morning, Matt spiking around Stanley Park, you know, smoking his cigars, doing whatever he wants, spending time with his kids, everything else. And it's just like, versus, you know, with a service-based business, like that will never happen. Always you have to have scale, and then your margins drop. So your scale doesn't represent just profit growth. It's like slower profit growth at bigger scale and everything. And it's just like, they always have these memes of like, I'm a digital agency owner and I'm 24 years old and it looks like an 89-year-old man. And it sucks. It does. It's really stressful. Sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes, you put everything you got into it and you can't make their offer work because maybe the offer is shit, or maybe something else that you can't control, or maybe, you're spending a lot of money, you have a lot of responsibility and everything. And I think I just, I eventually got kind of bitter towards it, but it's just like with me, I have 4 kids. I want to, if I could find more of these lightning traps, like these crazy products, like the one that I did, and which I'm finding them and I'm making tons of money and it doesn't take that much time. It's all front end loaded like this. This is why I don't mind doing it. Like, it's so insanely profitable. The amount of people that I know who make over $100,000 profit a week in affiliate is nuts. So if you're like a competitor, if you're good and you're competitive, the amount of money you can make is nuts. And then your Amex points go up and it's like a better lifestyle and everything else. So it's like, I was looking at that and just being like, man, do I want to be in the service industry forever? Because I went from agency to creating GrowRev. So I was in an agency and it was like 13 years of doing it. So I understand it. It is insanely profitable. You make tons of money and there's nothing wrong with it. And I don't want to be ungrateful for it or ungrateful for anything, because, it's one of those things where it's like, hell yeah, I was so, grateful for all the experience, the people I met, everything else. Like, it was good. It was a good life. If I were to do that, and I always say this about my current life, it's like, if I were to do this for the rest of my life and get this level of success, I'd be happy. I'm good. I've already made it. Like, I've already done all the stuff that people, aren't as lucky as I am to have. So I don't really complain about that. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's now I'm just trying to do it, and there's less. You think a lot when you have kids about, like, if I were to just die from my bad habits that I have, it's like, what would I regret? What would my kids think of me? How would they talk about me? They'd be like, yeah, my daddy was a advertiser. He was one of the best advertisers. Like, oh, what did he advertise? It's like, well, gurus, these people and other stuff. Versus it's like some of these products I fully believe in. Like, for example, the product LifeVac. So I'm not advertising it right now, but I sold tons of these. I've literally saved a child's life with this. Like, this is why I'm on the ethical side. I could be a piece of shit affiliate and just advertise crappy stuff, but I'm actually advertising stuff that I actually believe in. Like the home doctor. Like, yeah, of course, not all these are going to work, but if somebody finds one thing that helps them, like, I'm trying to do something positive for the world here. And it's also at the same time helping people, make money. I don't have to do teaching or anything. I could just do all this stuff and make tons of money and be happy with my life. But it's kind of like, I want my kids to be proud and be like, Daddy helped sell stuff that made the world better. Daddy saved a life with some of the stuff that he sold. And yeah, he made money from it. And, yeah, he was a degenerate. But he did good. And that's why I pick and choose my products and I sell them ethically and everything else. Like, yeah, some of this stuff, maybe it's not that good, but, I like the survival niche. I think people should be prepared and have backup food and all that other stuff. So, like, with it, and what makes me different than a lot of other affiliates is, they'd sell cancer cures that kill people if they made money from it. And I would never do that. And I'll never do that to any extent. So it's like, how can I, I'm going to be the holy affiliate. Where, Matt comes in, he does it the right way that's sustainable on Facebook, the proper way where you learn how to do marketing at the same time. You get all these skills for it. And the thing is, if you don't want to do affiliate, use this to advertise your own business. Same methods work. Being a good affiliate advertiser makes you the best in the world for advertising. Like these guys, I've learned so much affiliate advertising, way more than I did in the agency, which is weird to think, but it's really one of those things where it's truth. So no, that's my mission, where it's like life goes in 3 seasons. First season was me learning everything. I did 10 years with digital brand services, working for like the Olympics and all these other big companies. I wasn't making crazy amounts, but I'm like, man, I'm getting so much experience. My resume is going to be jacked. Let's fucking go. And something big's going to happen. Then, Grow Rev with Rohan, don't regret any minute with that. You know, going back into entrepreneurship, growing a company, learning lessons and everything else. And I'm like, no, okay, we're on season 3 now. And season 3 has the ultimate purpose. It's like after Elon sold PayPal, what did he do? Tesla, Starlink, you know, SpaceX and everything else. And I kind of view it like that. And I'm in season 3 right now, and this is like, you know, this is what I'm doing. In worst case scenario, maybe people don't want to learn. You know, maybe it's not something that works there. I can still fix it. Heck yeah. No, I'm all for that. I definitely yeah, okay, so if it doesn't update in the comments, you could go Facebook link debugger. And what you do is sharing debugger is you just, I have to be logged into Facebook for it, but you can have it so it recrawls the actual link. So if it's not updating, because it probably wouldn't have updated in chat, you just go to link debugger, and then you basically scrape the image, and that will fix it. So, you know, that's a lot of problem because it gets caught with those legacy images. That's how you fix it. It's not always right away, but it will eventually work. But yeah, appreciate you joining in on this too at the same time. Look forward to talk. I haven't booked a talk with you yet, but look forward to talking about TikTok because I want to just kind of bring the same things over to it. And yeah, I think it's gonna do good. You know, because I'm in the end, I'm trying to do good. I'm doing it the hard way. Damn ethical way. It sucks. Don't recommend you guys do the ethical way. No, I'm kidding. Definitely always go for it's like short-term decisions always come and fuck you in the end. And I seen it a million times in the agency space and every business I've done. When you make short-term quick decisions, like, oh, I need to make money fast, so let's sign up whatever employee we can, or whatever client we can. It's like, yeah, it may not hurt you right away. It may work. Like, yeah, we just got our huge retainer. Woo, this is good. 8 weeks. Give it 8 weeks. It's going to take you more time. You're going to lose all these retainers because you're dealing with nightmare clients. They're going to charge back your retainer. You know, it was a short-term decision. Don't make it. Always, it's like the hard way is always the best way. And it may take a bit longer, but it's like you just put in the work. You get it done. You make it rain. You know? It's actually really interesting with these lives. Not too many people watch it live, but everybody watches it after the fact. Like, I'll get 200 views and tons of watch time across like everything. You know, because I stream Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I do a restream where it goes bloody everywhere. But yeah, it's after the fact views that I get for it. So no, it's good to, and I talk to a lot of people who, you know, who watch it and everything else, and it's good to see, you know. Okay, we got to get one of these now. We're still blasting this out. And you can pretty much do it on autopilot at this point. Oh man, that is okay. So right here, it copied the rich text. We don't want to do that. We want to copy the actual section itself. Okay, so that's the section. We're just going to close up some of these so we could actually see the proper section to it. No, and there's been a bunch of just different cool things that have happened. Some people that I talked to were willing to push it out to, like, big affiliate companies push it out to their list, which is amazing. Exactly the people that I want to help with it, because there's not too many people teaching the right way. They teach the workaround way, or the, hey, learn how to sell my course. Okay.
Some SSL errors there on talkaudit.io.
Okay, yeah. Gotta make sure you auto send it. Bro, your design, you gotta just like, you know, if worst comes to worst, let's say TikTok gets banned, which I guess is an option right now. I'm like, fuck. So I specialize in it. But shorts will always work everywhere. That's the new economy. But yeah, just become a designer. You're way too good at this stuff, man.
Yeah, that site's great looking. Love it.
Bro, everything he makes, like even the assets that he shared with me, I'm like, man, these are good. They're so good, and the info in it too at the same time. It's like I really appreciate people who actually put the effort in and make stuff. There's so much stuff you buy and it's just absolute shit in the industry. You know, you're getting like just pretty much a notepad. But for somebody to take the time and make something good and actually have value for it. And that's the hard part too, is like when you create something like a course, it's not something where it's like, I'm going to blast this out today, like this landing page. No, it has to be properly planned. It takes weeks. It's like those long-term projects are so hard to do, but they have so much value. And then you can recurring that value over time. It's so much better than a service overall. Just bloody way better. But yeah, I don't hate the agency space. Like, you know, worst case, I'm homeless. My kids are starving. I'd take agency clients again. It's not like I'm going to. You know, I I had the advantage of working some really shitty jobs in my life. So I worked at a pickle factory for Bix Pickles. That was like their big thing that all the kids would work at in the summer. You'd make $15 an hour and $18 an hour on weekends, which for us, we're like making doctor money. And then you work time and a half and double time, and it was just an absolute shithole. And then I worked at a cricket farm, and that was absolute garbage too at the same time. But relatively, because I did all these shitty jobs, it's just life's so much better. And Tron, so you got to send that on. I believe you have to send it on,
Yeah, it was on
Facebook.
Facebook. I think he was.
Yeah,
That's
he's
why.
on probably my personal profile for it. But I don't know how. I'm just using Restream right now. It'll pop up on the screen, whatever way. But
Yeah, that's why I sent the message. I was hoping you could read it, but if you're hearing us, SSL might be an issue right now for your site.
yeah, whenever you get those warnings, they're definitely something you want. It really affects conversion rates because there's so many people that think they're like, the Russians, the Russian hackers are here. I got this error and it said I may not be secure. Let me take my computer out to Best Buy to Geek Squad and get it completely redone because I got an SSL error. Especially with the older demographic, like if this site got an SSL error, sales would drop like 99%. They'd be calling up. Grandkids would be getting calls left and right. It'd ruin fucking Christmas.
Oh, I get calls when Yahoo updates the design on their homepage.
Well, that's it.
Literally, I get angry
Man,
phone calls.
it doesn't take much to like. All you have to do is not screw it up to get a sale. You know, it's like if there's anything that people like, if they get some kind of warning, like a JavaScript warning, they're like, "Oh God, JavaScript warning. They're after me, honey. I told you." Look, Peggy, how to deal with injuries caused during social unrest. That's a good one to be on right now. But yeah, it's you just have to be careful with stuff like that, SSL sort of certs and everything. Like, man, those were always a pain to learn, and it's just so easy right now. I use SiteGround for hosting, and plus I have a CDN cooked up to it. Although for a bit I turned the CDN off because I was having issues with it getting less sales. Like for no reason it'd drop out, like I was getting attacked. But turns out I think I was getting attacked too at the same time. Just because when you're against other affiliates, like some of the affiliates for these products literally make $400,000 a week revenue. So they're making like 200K profit a week from these. So like if they see a competitor pop up like me, they're like, this damn degenerate. They'll start DDoSing my site. They'll do all this shady stuff to me.
They got red team money.
Oh yeah, exactly. They got that sweet black hat money. So they're, it's just you got to be careful. Get to the assassin level money and then it's over. But yeah, and it's the problem. I call them rich people problems because they're not really problems. It's like, scaling is hard. This happens. And it's not a real problem. Like a real problem is like, my child is sick and needs to go to the hospital. A rich people problem is like, I'm having issues scaling past $100,000 a week type deal. It's yeah, tooth and man, this is such a long page. Most of these I do aren't this long. This is just like, I should get like tax write-offs from community service when I do a landing page this long on stream. But no, it's good.
Let me ask you this, Matt.
Oh God. Yep.
I think this page you're building right here, tough guy, is gonna outperform the affiliate page.
Yeah, I guarantee it's going to outperform by
Oh, okay.
300 to 500%.
All right. Tough guy puts his
Yeah,
money where
no,
his
let
mouth
it be
is.
heard. Clip it. Fucking clip it. Because it will. And like, it's not 300 to 500% because like, let's say you go from a 1% conversion rate to a 3% conversion rate. What percentage is that gain? A lot, you know? It's not like I'll get clicks cheaper or anything. It's the actual conversion rate of the actual site itself. I'm not trying to just like blow smoke up people's asses and stuff, and that's completely bloody reasonable on that side. Let's see, bartering. I've just seen it too many times, and the thing is, even let's say for example, worst case scenario, it performs the exact same. Then I'm going to add an exit pop to it, collect emails, and in the end, I'll be able to get emails versus on their side, I'm not able to get anything. And the LTV of those emails, they're fucking insane. They're huge. Like that's where all the dineros are. The Robert dineros. But yeah, so it's just one of those things where I've just seen it. And even if the page is shittier looking in the end, like even if I do no graphic design to this demographic doesn't care. It'll still outperform it. I guarantee it's going to be faster than it. In real world, it's going to be faster than it. Even if Google PageSpeed doesn't say so, it's going to be. It's not going to have the same traffic issues that those pages had. It's going to keep me safe. Like regardless, I have to do it just for the safety side because of Facebook's new rule. Yeah.
And if you get a higher page score, you might get prioritized and get more organic traffic.
Yeah, well,
And
that's
end
what
up
happened with the
$1,000
other
in your
one.
pocket.
Yeah, or more, depending on how much they promote. Like if you do this on, that was a very small affiliate product that I did it on. And I'll show you guys the product. I have it. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I have a meeting with my rep about it. Because yeah, I'm like a affiliate rep's wet dream because they make a percentage. So if they become my rep and they sign me up, they look really good. You know, I made an absolute ton of money. We keep this nearby, my award. Platinum 2022 Matt Farmer. Top percentage. Top affiliate. And if anyone breaks in, game over. They're going to see the affiliate struck into their face.
Is it just pure aluminum? That's beautiful.
No, this thing is heavy.
What is that?
I think it's aluminium. It's good. It's got some weight to it.
Lovely.
I know. It's nice, right? I'd like to thank my mom, my dad. It's like that Snoop thing that he's done lately where I'd like to thank myself for all the hard work and just trying it. And the craziest part about the whole product was I just tried it because I'm like, hey, maybe I'll be able to pay a phone bill. Maybe I'll be able to pay a phone bill, you know? And it started making money. And then I found out I wasn't getting credit for the upsells. And then it started making serious money. So I amped up the spend. I'm spending like $3,000 a day and making like $9,000 back. So it's $6,000 profit every day. And I'm like, that's a Lambo payment every day. I could have 30 Lambos. Honey, we need bigger garage. But yeah, it's unbelievable. Like if you told me about it, and I knew lots of affiliates who were making tons of money. I just didn't realize how much money was in this industry and how much it pays to. And I always have a speech that I did at GrowRev when I was teaching the media buyers and everything. It's like I believe all of you will become millionaires, you know, with everything you're learning, and like it truly has the value for it. Like I would be surprised like if the skills that you're gaining don't make you $1 million. Because it's true. We're right at the beginning of it, and it's like being a digital MacGyver is probably one of the best paying things that you can do right now. It's unbelievable, and it gives you flexibility to make whatever kind of business you want and everything else. And then you get to the point where you have like me, you can make choices in how you live your life and really look at, you know, what's my impact? Who am I helping? Who am I not helping? You know, who do I say fuck you to, or no? What do I not want? Onion in sock. Well, I don't want an onion in my sock. That's for damn sure.
Power.
Yeah, but it's not that kind of power where it's used to harm. It's just like,
it's the knowledge kind of power.
oh God, did you see that? I just
What?
crashed. My page just crashed. When was the last time we hit save? It probably remembers it, but let's see. Yeah, my page just crashed so
Don't
hard.
even say that.
Oh no. Let's see.
Come on.
Oh, we're far back now. No.
No.
But we already made all the images and everything, so whatever.
True. And if you use Windows key and V, you'll have a paste history.
No,
I
I'd
don't
have
know if
paste
that- oh,
history
yeah,
turned
you're gonna have
off.
to- Oh, okay.
Because
Smart.
my passwords get put in my clipboard.
Yep, absolutely. That's smart because you're streaming.
Yeah, so I don't want.
Maybe I'll drop that for the.
Okay,
viewers.
this is why I use Chrome. So use Chrome. I'm only using Firefox, so you guys can't see my Chrome history, because it's fucking bad. No, I'm kidding. I have perfectly fine Chrome history, but you know it's personal information and everything else. But you can see how much I care about this. Whatever, you know. I worked at a cricket farm. Can I fucking complain about having to do this again? Okay, we're hitting the save button like it's, yeah, like it's Rihanna. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have taken you 10 times as long to build this page, and it still would be worth it. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. And the thing is, it's a good thing I was fucking jibber jabbering this whole time, because I didn't do too much. Whatever. It's a good thing I didn't get much done, guys. Moral of the story.
Just chuck a save in there every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, I did all the hard parts anyways. Like I renamed the image. The hard. I can't even call them hard parts. Like, okay, here we go. Select egg. Then copy the text from here.
Yeah, imagine if you were dealing with literal HTML. Yeah.
Or if I built something like significant, like very significant from this. Yeah, where it was like all these sections and everything, and it's another reason why, you know, this way is kind of the best way to do it, how you build it, because it's like, oh, I just lost absolutely fucking nothing. Okay, we'll save it. And most of all these ones were the same bloody thing anyways, except for this one coming up. So what we're gonna do is we go here, we do there. It would be nice if they saved a bloody autosave draft, but that's my fault. I could have hit save. I had my chance. Oh fuck. I did a select all, which always fucks everything up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have some text that's gonna go under this. So what I can do here is after the div, I could go plus rich text. And then I could pull it out of here. Get out of here, wank! Of course, we'll have to set the font for it, 22. And we'll have to do the proper layout, center. Really shouldn't have done it the lazy way in the end, but who's counting, you know? I think we're already just about where I left off. Like, that's how easy this stuff is. I know all of you wanted to see me just throw my keyboard through my monitor. Don't worry, that's coming. Whatever. There's worse things you could be stressed about in life. I have it way too good. So this one, get over here. Come on. There you go. I'm just being lazy on this one and deleting the, where are we? Columns, delete. Like I said, I'll fix it later. He just sent, Michael sent just out a whole of SSH and SSL troubleshooting. Like, what the fuck? How do I auto forward to this? No, probably. I'm just saying. Because that stuff's always a pain in the ass. And the whole thing, too, is just to give you some tips while you're going is the browser cache is an absolute bitch for it, too, at the same time. So you may want to even just use a different device when you're troubleshooting this kind of stuff. because sometimes those you clear cache, you do everything, and you still have the same problem show up, even though you've already fixed it. And I've had it happen with an absolute ton of affiliate stuff where everybody's reporting it's fine. For me, it's broken as hell unless I go on a different, like a whole different computer for it. It's like almost Windows cache to some extent. Okay, migraines. We're going to hit that magical save button. That's how it's done. Okay, then we duplicate this one. Man, imagine I could like race somebody in this. Like, all right, you have ClickFunnels, you have WordPress Oxygen. Who can duplicate it first? You get points for that. You get points for how well it converts, and I just clean house in all of it.
Well, can you in ClickFunnels? Like, I forget there's something that you can't like put two things next to each other, and
You can,
in a
but you
numbered
have
column
like
next to each other. You can't
floating
have
and stuff
nested
like that.
columns.
No, there's a limit of the amount of columns, which is the worst.
Yeah, that's
So
the
you
issue.
limit the amount of columns that you could have, which always killed me.
Because if
So
you're
I'm
trying to
like,
make a
I need
hero,
one more.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you're trying to make a desktop hero, usually you're gonna have something on the left, and then something on the
Oh, for
right, and then there
sure.
might be, yeah, one more subdivision.
At least I did save it at some point. Imagine if I didn't save it at all. That'd go down in history. I'd just throw my computer out and quit marketing in general. Become an organic farmer in China. I have the name for it. Why not, right? Okay. Duplicate.
That's what farmer means in Chinese. Could mean something real bad.
Yeah, probably something just awful. Like, ooh, your name's what? Death sentence. Well, no such thing.
Yeah.
Mandarin or Cantonese, but yeah, it probably means something awful. Browse. Okay, we're already caught up to where we were. Like, that's how fast this stuff is. Man, if you're watching the replay and you made it this far, let me know. Send me a message. Proud of you. We went through a lot together. It's like we went on some journey. All right, there we go. We're back to the laboratory. Let's see. Natural. I can't wait until my new mic arm comes in. Like, there's certain things that don't make a big difference when you're streaming. Having the mic in the way right here, this thing is going to get the beating that it deserves. I'll legit do a video of me just like driving over. It'll probably ram up into the car and break some stuff, but whatever. I don't care. Shouldn't have fucked with me. I'll do it for the content. I'll throw it off a mountain. I don't care. I'll pay the littering charge. I'll even climb down and go get it. Give it more abuse. Put some salt on it so it could just rust. Oh, I'm at your section. The cabbage wraps.
Wow, ClickFunnels is pretty expensive. I didn't realize.
Oh yeah, and the cost of this, it's a one-time $97 license.
Exactly. Can't beat that.
When the fuck happened to this rich text here? You see that? It just changed it. Oh, I must have put a link in by accident. Add link. Fix it! It's little stuff that you have to learn, but it's not really not that. Okay. I wish, like, in CSS, if Windows had a thing to automatically lowercase your file name. I'm sure I could do something like that. But the amount of effort it takes just for how... Oh, maybe it's worthwhile. But you can't get too optimal. Cancel. Okay, what do we got here?
You know what I'm gonna say.
Oh, yeah, I know. Linux.
Yeah. Vim if you know what Vim is, has a really cool plugin where it turns your files and it just
If it's not
imports them into
natively
a Vim.
supported, it's the devil.
Oh, it's probably not, but it's really cool. You edit a text field, and you just literally edit text, and then you save the text field, and it'll edit the files. Really cool.
Nice. Just getting lazy with my naming now. Linux. Are you fucking sponsored by Linux? Don't you shill your sponsorship on this
what Linux,
this live?
You know? It's a conglomeration, a community.
All right. Man, I think a train's going by or some shit. You know what's not going by? My fucking Amazon package. Where are you guys? Amazon, I'm calling you out. I'm canceling my sponsorship with you. Jeff Bezos. All right, let's get the rest of this, and this. Oh, look at the markings. Save. Oh, beautiful. I will have to mess around with this. All right. This is all I'm willing to do. Let's take a look. Okay, we're going to go like this. We're going to save it this time. We're not doing this bullshit again where we don't save. Hate scroll bars that are small. Please don't do that. All right, so here's what we did so far. We basically set up the entire page itself all the way down. We didn't do the call to the actions. Let's compare call to the actions. Let's compare it to this side. Like, of course, we're going to have to make it better, which is fine. You know, the arrows and everything. But we did it all the way. Yeah, we're still scrolling past what we accomplished today. All the way to here. And I'll do these and like the styling during next one. How long was that? 2 hours, 1 minute. Bam! Oh, man. Lots to be learned. Even for me. I learned something new doing this. So, yeah. Next time people talk smack about Oxygen versus ClickFunnels, send them this video. Show them the whole thing. And I know what you're thinking right now.
I don't care.
That's fine too. But let's hear some wise words from our other sponsor, Arnold.
If you want to be a champion, you cannot have any kind of an outside negative force coming in and affect you.
Yes.
I want to be the best, and I'm perfectly willing to go through anything to be the best.
Pretty much.
Yes, we do. And I'm coming with you.
Bam! Yeah, that's right. I have so many Arnold drops, you have no idea.
California.
But, anyways, till next time.
I'm back.
I will talk to you guys later. Michael Sanchez, thank you for stopping by. Hope you got some value from it. I look forward to talking to you about TikTok and everything else. But I am definitely... I'm out of here. I'm gonna take a little break, you know? I worked for 2 hours today. Time off. You know, that's enough work for me. Let's not do these. It's not about how many hours you work. It's about your GDP, okay? And our GDP today was solid. And hopefully we help some others too at the same time. But till next time, bye everybody.